Warmly welcome to Exploring Miracles. I am exploring the lessons in A Course in Miracles by reading them and doing my best to reflect on the text as I go with it. We have come to lesson number 132. I lose the world from all I thought it was. This is a very important lesson. The lessons are now becoming longer and longer, and even, as I think, more complex. I will be tempted, I know I will be tempted to intellectualize and understand, but this is not about that, so I will keep my reflections short. And together with you, just be open to the information that we are handed here, that is given to us. I lose the world from all I thought it was. What keeps the world in change but your beliefs? And what can save the world except yourself? Belief is powerful indeed. The thoughts you hold are mighty, and illusions are as strong in their effects as is the truth. A madman thinks the world he sees is real and does not doubt it. Nor can he be swayed by questioning his thoughts' effects. It is but when their source is raised to question that a hope of freedom comes to him at last. I think I am the mad man or woman, and I think I'm in good company. So let's be open. Paragraph 2. Yet is salvation easily achieved, for anyone is free to change his mind, and all his thoughts change with it. Now, the source of thought has shifted, for to change your mind means you have changed the source of all ideas you think or ever thought or yet will think. You free the past from what you thought before. You free the future from all ancient thought of seeking what you do not want to find. Paragraph 3. The present now remains the only time. Here, in the present, is the world set free. For as you let the past be lifted and release the future from your ancient fears, you find escape and give it to the world. You have enslaved the world with all your fears, your doubts and miseries, your pain and tears, and all your sorrows press on it and keep the world a prisoner to your beliefs. Death strikes it everywhere because you hold the bitter thoughts of death within your mind. This is a short reflection. This is a reminder that we are not to believe our thoughts too much. The world is nothing in itself. Your mind must give it meaning. And what you behold upon it are your wishes, acted out so you can look on them and think them real. Perhaps you think you did not make the world, but came unwillingly to what was made already, hardly waiting for your thoughts to give it meaning. Yet, in truth, you found exactly what you looked for when you came. There is no world apart from what you wish, and herein lies your ultimate release. Change but your mind on what you want to see, and all the world must change accordingly. Ideas leave not their source. This central theme is often stated in the text and must be borne in mind if you would understand the lesson for today. It is not pride which tells you that you made the world you see. and that it changes as you change your mind. But it is pride that argues you have come into a world quite separate from yourself, impervious to what you think, and quite apart from what you chance to think it is. There is no world! Exclamation mark. There is no world! Exclamation mark. This is the central thought the course attempt to teach. There is no world. Not everyone is ready to accept it, and each one must go as far as he can let himself be led along the road of truth. He will return and go still farther, or perhaps step back a while and then return again. Okay, so this is very, very important. It's the last sentences of paragraph 6. I read it again. Not everyone is ready to accept it, that there is no world. And each one must go as far as he can let himself be led along the road to truth. He will return and go still farther, or perhaps step back a while and then return again. So what is said here, as I understand it, as I take in the information, that we will succeed, and we know that already from prior lessons. There is no way that we will not come home to the source. What is said here is that we do it in our own pace, that we do it as fast or slow as we choose, as we can. All right. So we can even step back a while and then return again. And this is my reflection now in the middle of the lesson, that when we have once chosen this road of let's call it awakening, that is a wish we have to awaken from a dream that was not so nice. So of course we are awakened, but we can go, we can be more awakened. We can be more alert in a spiritual way. What did I want to say with this? Yes, there is no stepping back once we have started on this road. We have chosen it. There is no stepping back, and we all. I know this is very common, and I have experienced it and do still. You think I have and come to a certain point, and then 5 steps ahead, sometimes, oh God, I'm 20 steps behind now. What happened? So it goes. This is the way it is. It's not a linear way, and I just wanted to mention it because it was mentioned here. I think that we step back a while and then return again, or it's not linear, and it's not in one flow or written. It goes here and there because we are humans. Okay, again, paragraph 7. But healing is the gift of those who are prepared to learn there is no world and can accept the lesson now. Okay, so let's not just only be open. Let's accept the lesson. Their readiness will bring the lesson to them in some form which they can understand and recognize. Some, this is wonderful what comes here. Some see it suddenly, on point of death, and rise to teach it. Others find it in experience that is not of this world, which shows them that the world does not exist, because what they behold must be the truth. And yet it clearly contradicts the world. So it will come to us in the way that suits us, that we are made for. It comes in different forms, but it comes. Paragraph 8 is wonderful. And some will find it in this course. I actually get tears in my eyes when I read this. And some will find it in this course and in the exercises that we do today. Today's idea is true because the world does not exist. And if it is indeed your own imagining, then you can lose it from all things you ever thought it was by merely changing all the thoughts that gave it these appearances. The sick are healed as you let go of all your thoughts of sickness, and the dead arise when you let thoughts of life replace all thoughts you ever held of death. A lesson earlier repeated must now be stressed again, for it contains the firm foundation for today's idea. You are as God created you. There is no place where you can suffer, and no time that can bring change to your eternal state. How can a world of time and place exist if you remain as God created you? Paragraph 10. What is the lesson for today except another way of saying that you know yourself is the salvation of the world? To free the world from every kind of pain is but to change your mind about yourself. There is no world apart from your ideas, because ideas leave not their source, and you maintain the world within your mind in thought. Yet, if you are as God created you, you cannot think apart from Him, nor make what does not share His timelessness and love. Are these inherent in the world you see? Does it create like Him? Unless it does, it is not real and cannot be at all. If you are real, the world you see is false, for God's creation is unlike the world in every way. And as it was His thought by which you were created, so it is your thoughts which made it and must set it free, that you may know the thoughts you share with God. Release the world. Your real creations wait for this release to give you fatherhood, not of illusions, but as God in truth. God shares His fatherhood with you, who are His son, for He makes no distinctions in what is Himself and what is still Himself. What He creates is not apart from Him, and nowhere does the Father end. The Son begin as something separate from Him. There is no world because it is a thought apart from God, and made to separate the Father and the Son and break away a part of God Himself and thus destroy His wholeness. Can a world which comes from this idea be real? Can it be anywhere? Deny illusions, but accept the truth. Deny you are a shadow briefly laid upon a dying world. Release your mind, and you will look upon a world released. Today, our purpose is to free the world from all the idle thoughts we ever held about it and about all living things we see upon it. They cannot be there. no more can we. For we are in the home of our Father. For we are in the home our Father set for us along with them, and we who are as He created us would lose the world this day from every one of our illusions, that we may be free. Begin the 15-minute periods in which we practice twice today with this. I, who remain as God created me, would lose the world from all I thought it was. For I am real because the world is not, and I would know my own reality. Then merely rest, alert, but with no strain, and let your mind in quietness be changed so that the world is freed along with you. And last paragraphs. You need not realize that healing comes to many brothers far across the world, as well as to the ones you see nearby, as you send out these thoughts to bless the world. But you will sense your own release, although you may not fully understand as yet that you could never be released alone. Throughout the day, increase the freedom sent through your ideas to all the world, and say whenever you are tempted to deny the power of your simple change of mind, I lose the world from all I thought it was and choose my own reality instead. It's a long lesson, 17 paragraphs, and we are not only freeing ourselves by being very open to this information, we are freeing everyone and the whole world from the concepts and the prison of our conditioned way of looking upon the creation. That is not true. We are given the truth here. Thank you for stopping by and taking part, and see you soon. Thank you.